Yeah, I mean, in a playoff game, you have to come with the right intensity. You have to come with the right mindset. And I thought for periods of time, we had it, but the way we conceded goals was poor.
We are going to open the floor for questions. We'll kick it off with Ben, right? Just a reminder to everybody, please use your hand raising function to let us know that you have a question. Ben?
Yeah, BJ, I'm just curious, a different kind of shape in midfield to start the game with Brian come in. Can you just kind of walk through the thought process with that? And then I guess if you thought it was effective and what you liked about it potentially.
Yeah, I thought our defensive structure was pretty good for the long periods of time, even through the first half. I mean, the one goal that they score is, a little bit in transition, and we're out of our positions. But I thought it was an effective way to try to keep the ball into wide areas, not allow them through the middle. And so, for the most part, it was good until the game started to open itself up, and then I don't think we had a great response.
Valer?
Yeah, BJ, just in terms of going forward, you guys seem to have struggled to really create much, except in the very final couple minutes. What do you think attributed to that, especially when you kind of had both Hani Mukhtar, Sam Surridge, and obviously Jacob Schaffelberg out there, and it seemed like there was space, but you guys just couldn't create as much as I think you wanted to.
Yeah, I mean, I thought early on you had Jacob in on the goalkeeper, you had Hani in on the goalkeeper, so I thought there was space in behind. I thought we needed to do a better job of getting the ball side to side in that first half. And again, we have to continue to improve with the ball, and we have to continue to improve defending the last 36 yards of the field.
Valer, go ahead with the follow-up.
Yeah, and I just wanted to talk about the substitutions in the game. They're a little different than what we're used to, I guess, and what we've seen from Nashville SC usually. Was there a reason Tyler Boyd and Till Bunbury didn't make it on when you were trying to get a goal?
Yeah, I mean, at that point, we were just changing the shape in the back to try and secure, at least, secure the ball and build up. And so, we made that decision.
Jacob James.
Yeah, BJ, it seemed like shortly after halftime, the game got a little bit chippier, maybe more physical. There were, I think, 3 yellow cards issued in a 3-minute span right after halftime. I know Eddie mentioned yesterday about, maybe not wanting to play as nice anymore against Miami. Is that something that you feel you can use to your advantage in this series? And if so, how can you use that to your advantage?
I think in playoff games, that the intensity ramps up. It's, everybody's fighting for the win, and we have to be able to match the intensity of these games. And that's the expectation of this team when we come home Geodis Park.
Yeah. Any other questions?
Yeah. And I guess, how do you combine how do you try to combine that level of intensity, wanting to match that with also, maintaining discipline on defense?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the game, right? The game is that you need to play 90 minutes complete to beat a Miami team. And all of that goes into it. Tactically, technically, defending your penalty box, and playing with intensity and winning your individual duels.
Ben, right.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask about, I guess, your thoughts on the goals conceded specifically. I know that the second, Jason was out getting treatment, which I'm sure kind of just messed up the structure. But it does feel like there were just some mistakes on the other two that we don't typically see from this team. What do you think it is about playing Miami specifically that kind of makes these mistakes, I guess, pop up more than normal?
Yeah, again, I mean, I think in the first goal that you see, we're a little bit out of position in the middle of the field, and then we just disregard on the back post Messi, and so that you get punished for that one. The second goal, we're down a man for the 2-minute injury. We get zero pressure to the ball until late on the outside, and we don't defend the penalty box well. And then the third goal is whether it's miscommunication or just under pressure, it's uncharacteristic of the group. And we need to clean that up. We cannot concede the goals this way.
Thank you, Coach. I appreciate you taking the time.
Great. Thanks, guys.
Your thoughts on today's result and your debut in the playoffs?
Yeah, I think, first, obviously, we're disappointed with the result. But, in the playoffs, we have 2 games. three in a series and one more game guaranteed. So we just want to go back to Jodas, track the things that we think we can do better, and come out firing on Saturday in front of our fans.
Thank you. We're going to open the floor for questions. We'll kick it off with Ben Wright. Ben?
Yeah, Matt, a little bit of a different shape to start with. I know when you came on towards the end of the game, it had kind of changed up a little bit. But I guess what did you think of the kind of approach to the game and maybe how things were executed, especially at the beginning?
Yeah, I mean, I think always we train and we prepare every week the same. We had an approach that we wanted to go into this week. I think this one as a team, I think we just need to come out and compete a little bit more, be a little bit more nasty. I think everyone's just kind of disappointed right now. I'm a bit disappointed, but like I said earlier, like next week we're coming out, whatever the tactics are, whatever it is, and just we're gonna come out competing. That's the least we can do.
Ben, do you have a follow-up or?
Yeah, I know in like typically other like tournaments and stuff when you're playing at two legs, you have goal differential play into it. What does it do for you knowing that you kind of have a clean slate, and if you win even 1-0 on Saturday, you're right back in it, and the series is wide open?
Yeah, I mean it sets the precedent very clear. It's win or lose. So we don't have to worry about how many goals we score or how many we let up. It just matters of getting that result at the end of the day.
Jacob James.
Yeah, Matt. It seemed like right at the beginning of the second half, the game maybe got a little more chippier. I know there were about 3 yellow cards in a really short span right after halftime. No, Eddie Tagseth mentioned yesterday about maybe you guys not wanting to play quite as nice against Miami, maybe trying to play maybe more aggressively. Is that something you feel you can use to your advantage in this series? And I guess if so, how can you use that to your advantage?
I think when we speak like that, I think it's just the base of competing. Obviously we all know they have very good players who've had great careers, but when we step on the field, they're our enemy in that game, and we need to go out there and compete with them. We need to give them our best effort, and if that's fouling someone up the field so they don't transition, it's doing that. But yeah, I think the base of it just starts with competing.
Jacob, do you have a follow-up?
Yeah, and I guess in this game, knowing that Miami is a team that really wants to they seem like they dominated a lot of the ball in the first half, especially knowing that they're a team with that many talented offensive players. How important is it to really be clinical when you are able to get chances and have halftime with the ball?
Yeah, I mean, I think not only in this game, but just in soccer, when you're given an opportunity, I think we need to take it, and it can cause momentum in a game. It can cause the change of the just outcome. It can get us firing, it can get us moving better, but taking the chances, we miss them, we make them. It starts with other things, so I think we can do better before that. So we just go back this week and look forward to this weekend and hopefully come out firing.
Valer, take us on.
Yeah, Matt, when you were sitting on the bench and Nashville just didn't look like they were able to get going offensively, they didn't seem to be able to create as much. What did you think contributed to that when you were kind of watching the match?
I mean, one, I think we're playing against a very good side as well. Two, I think it's just sometimes the way of the game is we struggle to keep the ball a little bit, struggle to secure it. Against a team like this, like y'all said, like they like to have the ball, they like to possess it. So when we have our moments to do so, I think maybe just is doing it a little bit more and more often, just so we can get a rhythm, get momentum, build ourselves into the game a little bit more with the ball. Because we've seen it in like last week too, when we played them, there was first half we created plenty of chances. So we know we can do it against this team. It's just a matter of repeating it and believing in it.
And you mentioned it right there. That next week is going to be that third game in a row against Miami and Messi. Is there some sort of fatigue about playing the same team in the locker room? I mean, how much more preparation can you do for the same team, I guess? So what is the sort of mood there when it comes to playing the same team 3 times in a row?
Yeah, I think it actually presents like a unique challenge. Is that you get to refine, I think, smaller details maybe than you do with just playing a team once, because we played them so many times. Obviously, they're watching film on us, we're watching film on them. So we know situations they like to create, overloads they like to create. So I think it kind of in my eyes, it creates a kind of a fire. Like you said, it's the third time playing them back to back. So getting able to ride a clean slate would be amazing, and we're pushing for everything to do that.